Have you ever returned from a walk, an activity you've been told for decades is the gold standard for healthy aging, only to feel a familiar, dragging sensation in your legs? It's a profound heaviness, a persistent ache that makes each step feel like a chore rather than a victory. You might find yourself reaching for the arm of a chair, or feeling a slight wobble as you stand still. For so many of us over the age of 60, this experience is a daily reality. We follow the advice, we put in the miles, and yet, that feeling of solid, dependable strength seems to be just out of reach. It can be a frustrating and disheartening cycle, leaving you to wonder if this is simply an unavoidable part of getting older. You are not alone in this feeling. And more importantly, it is not a personal failing. For years, the prevailing wisdom has been simple: walk more. We've been led to believe that walking is the ultimate key to maintaining circulation, balance, and independence as we age. It is, without a doubt, a wonderful and beneficial activity. However, there is a hidden truth I, as a surgeon who has spent a career studying the mechanics of the human body, feel compelled to share with you today. It is a truth that most doctors and physical therapists, with the best of intentions, rarely have the time to explain. Walking, on its own, is often not enough to address the root cause of instability and leg fatigue. The issue isn't the walking itself, but what walking fails to do. It doesn't fully engage a specific, crucial muscle buried deep within your lower leg. Think of this muscle as a powerful engine that has been allowed to idle for far too long. When this engine is not firing on all cylinders, which is common in individuals over 60, the consequences ripple through your entire body. Standing for long periods becomes a challenge. Balancing feels precarious. Your energy seems to drain away inexplicably, and a persistent swelling may gather in your ankles by the end of the day. The very foundation of your mobility can feel compromised, despite your best efforts to stay active. The good news, and it is very good news indeed, is that this powerful internal engine is not lost forever. It has not withered away. It is simply dormant, waiting for the right signal to be reactivated and brought back online. Its power is still there, ready to be harnessed. Today, I am going to guide you through a simple, surgeon-approved movement that is specifically designed to awaken this sleeping giant. This isn't about strenuous gym workouts or complicated fitness routines. It is about a precise, intentional action you can perform safely and comfortably in your own home, reclaiming a sense of stability and strength that you may have thought was gone for good. Deep within the anatomy of your lower leg, tucked beneath the larger, more prominent calf muscle, the gastrocnemius, lies a hidden powerhouse. This muscle is called the soleus, not visible on the surface and often overlooked. Scientists, cardiologists, are starting to call it your body's second heart. Not a metaphor, a literal mechanical pump. It helps circulate blood, especially as we age. Gravity pulls blood and fluids down when you sit or stand. The soleus, when activated, squeezes deep veins. That action pumps deoxygenated blood back toward the heart. It improves circulation. It reduces fluid pooling and swelling. It delivers oxygen-rich blood to your body. After age 60, this pump can become sluggish, leading to heavy, tired legs. Walking gives the soleus a light stimulus, but it's only a gentle tap, not a full wake-up call. Typical strolls don't force a strong enough contraction, so you can still have swollen ankles or instability after walking. Your second heart is simply not engaged. Today we'll change that. We'll give the soleus a clear signal to work. From your favorite chair. I'll guide you through 3 simple, safe, progressive chair-based movements you can do at home. No special equipment needed. No pressure to perform. No gym membership required. We'll start basic and build step by step. Stick with me. Each movement builds on the last. Together, we'll awaken this vital system. Before we begin, please drop your first name and city or country in the comments below. Let's get to work. Together. If you have ever felt that unsettling wobble when you first rise from your chair, or noticed your ankles and feet feel puffy and tender by the end of the day, this first movement is your starting point. It may seem almost too simple to be effective, but I assure you, its power lies in its precision. We begin our journey not by standing, not by walking, but by sitting. This is a deliberate choice. By performing this exercise from the safety of a sturdy chair, we remove the challenges of balance and body weight. This allows us to isolate and speak directly to that hidden engine, the soleus muscle. It's a quiet conversation between your mind and your muscle. This seated position is our laboratory. It provides a stable, controlled environment where we can awaken the second heart without asking it to do too much, too soon. Think of it like starting a car that has been sitting idle through a long winter. You wouldn't immediately try to drive it up a steep hill. First, you simply turn the key and let the engine warm up. This movement, the seated heel raise, is the act of turning that key. It is the gentle beginning that prepares your lower body's circulatory and stability systems for the greater demands of standing, walking, and navigating your daily life with renewed confidence. Most people have never consciously thought about their soleus muscle. It performs its duties in the background, overshadowed by the larger, more visible muscles of the leg. However, its role in your body is nothing short of heroic. As we age, circulation can slow and muscles can weaken from disuse, leaving this vital pump dormant. Walking, as we've established, only gives it a light tap. Today, we are going to give it a proper, intentional wake-up call. This movement is not about generating sweat or feeling a burn. It is about re-establishing a critical neural connection, reminding your brain and body that this powerful support system exists and is ready to serve you. This is where true, sustainable stability begins. So often, we are told that balance comes from our core or our hips, and while that is true, they are only part of the story. Your feet and ankles are your first point of contact with the ground. They are the foundation upon which everything else is built. If this foundation is weak or unresponsive, the entire structure is compromised. By awakening the soleus, you are reinforcing that foundation from the inside out. You are building a base of strength that will make you feel more secure every time you stand up, every time you walk across a room, every time you move through the world. Let's begin this quiet revolution together. Now, let us put this principle into practice. This entire exercise will take you no more than 2 minutes. Its effects, when done consistently, can be profound. Find yourself a sturdy chair, dining chair, firm armchair without wheels. Sit tall, back supported but not slouched. Feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart. Knees bent to a comfortable 90 degrees directly over your ankles. This starting position is crucial. It ensures the soleus is aligned and ready without joint strain. It is your posture of purpose. Once seated, place your palms gently on top of your knees. Don't push, just a tactile cue to stay connected. Optional light resistance. 2 small water bottles. A couple of books. Maintain that tall, dignified posture. Focus on your feet. Keep the balls of your feet pressed firmly but gently into the floor. This is your anchor point throughout the movement. From this stable position, we begin. Slowly, with complete control, lift both heels off the floor. Raise them as high as comfortable, pointing toes toward the ceiling. Front of your feet stays grounded. Feel a tightening or squeeze deep in the back of your lower legs. This is your second heart contracting, muscle waking up. Don't rush. Slower movement forces muscle fibers to engage. At the top, pause. Hold 1 to 2 seconds. Feel that firm squeeze. This pause is where the real work happens. Then lower just as slowly, with the same control. Do not let them drop. Imagine placing a fragile object. Controlled descent is as important as the lift. Repeat 10 to 15 times. Aim for once or twice a day. Once in the morning to start your day. Once in the evening while watching television. Each time you perform that slow, controlled lift of your heels, you are initiating a powerful and beneficial chain reaction within your body. This simple action is far more than just a muscle movement. It is a direct signal to your circulatory system. It is a direct signal to your nervous system. With every squeeze of the soleus muscle, you are compressing the deep veins embedded within your calf. This compression acts like a pump, forcing the deoxygenated blood that has pooled in your lower legs to move upward, against the pull of gravity, and back toward your heart. This is not a trivial matter. It is a fundamental mechanism for maintaining healthy circulation. This improved circulation has immediate and noticeable benefits. Many people who practice this movement consistently report a significant reduction in the feeling of leg heaviness and a reduction in fatigue. That sensation of dragging your feet begins to dissipate. Furthermore, by preventing blood and fluid from stagnating in your lower extremities, you are actively combating swelling, or edema, that commonly appears around the ankles and feet, especially after long periods of sitting and after long periods of standing. This isn't a temporary fix. You are training your body's own internal system to work more efficiently, all day long. Beyond the circulatory benefits, you are also reawakening a crucial neurological pathway. With each repetition, you are reminding your brain of this muscle's existence and its vital role in your stability. You are telling it, this muscle matters. Pay attention to it. Use it to support me. Over time, this strengthens the mind-muscle connection. Your brain becomes better at recruiting the soleus automatically when you need it most. When you stand up, when you walk on uneven ground, when you catch yourself from a stumble. This is the very beginning of building proprioception, your body's innate sense of its position in space. This is why this exercise is a foundational step toward preventing falls and improving overall balance. A responsive soleus muscle acts like a rudder for your body, making tiny, constant adjustments at the ankle to keep your center of gravity stable. When this muscle is dormant, your body has to rely on larger, slower movements from the hips or from the torso to correct your balance, which is far less efficient and much less stable. By starting here, in this simple seated position, you are repairing and reinforcing the most fundamental component of your balance system. It is a reconnection with a strength you already possess, but may have forgotten was there. While this movement is designed to be exceptionally gentle and safe for the vast majority of seniors, it is always paramount to listen to your body. Your body is the ultimate authority on what is right for you. Pain is a signal, and it is one we must always respect. This exercise should create a feeling of muscular engagement or mild fatigue, but it should never cause sharp, stabbing, or sudden pain. If you experience acute pain in your calf, stop immediately. If you experience acute pain in your ankle, stop immediately. If you experience acute pain in your foot, stop immediately. This is not a no pain, no gain situation. This is a journey of gentle and consistent reawakening. There are a few specific conditions where caution is strongly advised. Known or recent blood clot, deep vein thrombosis. Consult your doctor first. Severe painful varicose veins. Speak with a healthcare professional. Any open wounds or sores on the lower legs or feet, get medical advice before starting. Your safety is, and must always be, the #1 priority. If you find the movement challenging at first, do not be discouraged. This is perfectly normal if these muscles have been inactive for a long time. There are simple ways to modify the exercise to meet you where you are today. Start by reducing the number of repetitions. Instead of aiming for 10 or 15, simply do 5. Reduce the range of motion. Lift your heels just a tiny bit off the floor. Focus on the intention of the movement rather than the height. Even a small contraction is beneficial. The goal is consistency, not intensity. A few gentle raises every day beat one aggressive session that leaves you sore. As you grow stronger, you may wish to progress. Add light resistance. Place your hands on your knees and apply gentle, steady pressure as you lift. This increases the workload on the soleus muscle. You can also increase repetitions or add a second set or a third set throughout your day. Remember, this is your personal journey. The aim is a gentle challenge, a sign the muscle is working and adapting. In just a few minutes, you've awakened a system that serves as your internal foundation, your second heart. Now that it is awake, we can build upon this success.